What if the thing you've been chasing was never meant to stay? One quiet afternoon, Professor Hale, an elderly mindfulness teacher, walked with a small group of students through a dusty side street near an old village bazaar. The group chatted softly, but Hale suddenly lifted his hand and signaled everyone to stop. A few steps ahead, an exhausted man struggled to pull a stubborn mule tied with a frayed rope. The animal refused to move even an inch. It leaned backward, hooves digging into the ground, eyes wide with irritation. Professor Hale glanced at his students. "Look closely," he whispered. "There's a lesson hiding in plain sight." The students exchanged puzzled looks. One of them, Mira, tilted her head. "Sir, isn't it obvious?" she asked. "The man is in charge. He's holding the rope. The mule has to follow." Hale smiled gently. "Is that really so?" He walked up to the man struggling with the mule. "May I?" Hale asked softly. The man, drenched in sweat, nodded in frustration. Hale examined the rope for a moment, then with a calm, deliberate motion, he loosened the knot and slipped the rope free. Instantly, the mule bolted away. The man gasped, panicked, and sprinted after it. Professor Hale stepped back toward his students. "Tell me," he said, voice steady, "who was tied to whom?" The students were silent. Their earlier certainty crumbled. Hale continued. The mule wasn't attached to the man. It had no desire to be near him, but the man couldn't let it go. And Hale said something that dropped a heavy stillness over the group. "We think we grip our worries, but often it's our worries gripping us." He began walking again, and the students followed. "Inside us," Hale continued, "lie thoughts that weigh us down, grudges, fear, jealousy, insecurity, anger. We believe we are in control of them. We repeat them. We feed them. We drag them everywhere. But have you ever asked yourself, do they actually serve you?" The streets grew quieter as they moved away from the market. Hale's sandals brushed against the stone path. "These thoughts," he said, "don't care about you. They don't protect you. Some of them only stay because you keep offering them attention." He paused, pointing at a passing breeze lifting dust. "But the moment you lose interest, the moment you stop feeding them your time, they drift away." Mira frowned thoughtfully. "So, sir, letting go is just about losing interest?" Hale nodded. "Sometimes, yes. Letting go isn't always an act of bravery. Sometimes it's simply the decision to stop carrying what was never yours." They reached a quiet corner where a small fountain gurgled. Hale sat on the stone edge and looked at the group. "There's another layer to this," he said. "In life, we believe we own many things: people, relationships, achievements, reputations. But ask yourself, do you really?" He continued, "Often, the people or things we cling to begin to control us instead. If we depend on someone for validation, we become afraid of losing them. If we depend on status, we become prisoners to approval. If we depend on possessions, we fear the day they slip away." Hale dipped his fingers into the fountain. The ripples spread outward. Dependence quietly builds invisible ropes. And soon, we're the ones being dragged. He looked up at the students. His voice softened. "Freedom doesn't start when life changes. It starts the moment you stop giving power to things that were never meant to own you." One student, Armin, sat down beside him. "But sir, how do we actually start?" Hale smiled, as though waiting for that question. "Start small," he said. "Instead of chasing what resists you, listen to what returns to you. Instead of pulling on life, allow life to meet you halfway. Release one unnecessary thought today, just one, and see how light you feel." The group remained quiet, absorbing his words. Children laughed in the distance. The fountain continued its steady rhythm. "Remember this," Hale said as he stood up. "A peaceful mind isn't something you find. It's something you create by clearing what does not belong." They resumed walking, each step lighter than before, and perhaps, Hale added gently, the greatest kindness you can give yourself is letting go of what pulls you away from who you're meant to become. If this story touched your heart, give this video a like and stay connected with Wisdom Viking for more stories that help you breathe, think, and live a little freer.